Let's begin today's Vanguard news with the new ruling change for the main deck, as well as determining who goes first or second will be implemented in the English game as early as 19th January 2024. If your locals isn't implementing this changes as early as this week, then it means they don't want the extra sale during this holiday season. Why the hell are you holding a tournament with an older rule set when there's no big event for the next 2 months, when you can entice players to try the new rule change while also making them buy new sleeves and deck boxes? Here's some reading material for the 2 Griffo-Gila players at your locals just in case. And despite the early rule change, the new restriction list for premium will take effect on 2nd February 2024. Guess Bushier Road thinks it may affect their DLBT04 sales. On a side note, can we appreciate how Bermuda Triangle is the most degenerate deck by having the most cards restricted out of all the clans? Speaking of big events, 2024 Springfest brings back team tournaments, but with a twist. Besides the obvious standard format team tournament, Bushier Road is pushing for a new format called Tri-Regulation Team Tournament, in which each player on your team will be playing one of the 3 formats. So those who like to take it easy can play standard, meanwhile the masochist of your group can play premium, and the remaining player can play V Premium just to fill the slot. No news if V Premium and Premium would get a team tournament division of their own, but it's very unlikely seeing a Shadowverse Evolve is part of the event. However, there will be a special tournament in which you can only play using the new ride lines found in the upcoming DivineZ series as a ploy, in forcing you to buy the new product. Meanwhile in Japan, Bushier Road is holding a special tournament in which players can get these special energy cards. While these are free giveaways, it's what everyone feared, being forced to use official energy cards, because Bushier Road intends to monetize the shit out of them in the future, like with the SP imaginary gift markers back in V Premium. In less scummy business practices, here are the first wave of character and unit sleeve designs for the DivineZ series, as well as deck boxes and playmats. So those complaining they lack sleeves due to the new rule change, despite most of the recent sleeves containing 70 copies, have no more excuse. And I think I don't have to keep repeating myself that all of the waifu designs will be sold out faster than you can sharpen your pointy pencil. Calling all Dark State mains. Here are the contents of DZTD02 and their effect counterparts in DZBT01, which now has a release date of 3rd May 2024. Featuring Balancer when ridden over by Steam Tremor Budgeter, makes you soul charge to cards, then give your Vanguard 5k power. And while on rear guard during your turn, she gets 5k power if you have a grade 3 or higher Oscillogest Vanguard. Only 90s and early 2000s kids would get Cartoon Network vibes out of this. Steam Tremor Budgeter when ridden over by a grade 3 Oscillogest card, makes you draw a card if you have 4 or more cards in your soul. And while on the Guardian Circle, he gets 10k shields if you have a grade 3 or higher Oscillogest Vanguard. Why the hell is it when there's a Gear Chronicle inspired card, it never works for Chronojet? Kroll Beast Demonic Lord Oscillogest once per turn while on Vanguard, lets you pay 1 counter blast to add up to 1 copy of itself from your deck, then this unit gets 10k power. And while on Vanguard, you can pay 4 energy blast when it attacks a Vanguard to call up to 1 grade 3 or lower card from your soul, and that unit gets 10k power. As I predicted, all the new startup trial deck main grade 3 cards will have a way to search out its Persona Ride copy. And is it just me, or is this a better Bera Magnus? Battle Hour Rupture Colossus when discarded during your ride phase lets you pay 2 soul blast to draw a card. So it seems that every nation startup trial deck will be getting a discount cycle card. Still better than getting something completely random like Internalize Mage. Full Pigment Dragon while on rear guard lets you pay 1 counter blast and putting another front row rear guard into your soul when it attacks, while you have a grade 3 or higher Oscillogest Vanguard to draw a card. This card has so much potential in Dark States, too bad it's soft locked to Oscillogest. Keen Prodigy use 1 while on rear guard, lets you pay 1 counter and 2 energy blast when he boosts while you have 5 or more cards in your soul to draw a card, and he gets 5k power. On top of a discount cycle card, every startup trial deck will be getting an overcosted grade 1 unit. Finally, Signed Kanga Mato when discarded during your Ide Jace, lets you call it to rear guard and rest position. If you people haven't noticed, I gave up writing halfway through the video, because most of these cards are just going to be clones between each other. And that concludes this Vanguard news without the bullshit. Special thanks to my Patreon members. Every paid member is the equivalent of me eating for a day. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments if you would be collecting high rarity energy cards.